somehow. I don't know. I hate when that happens, especially when I'm doing a live. But let's get back to it. So, what is on the horizon for the collective? Okay. So far we have the Five of Cups in reverse and the Fool. So someone's moving forward and feeling liberated, or someone is taking upon a new beginning and deciding to move forward, and at the same time being very open to accepting help, healing. This person is even opening themselves to forgiveness. And I'm guessing this is somebody who's been possibly homebound or just within a small circle. So I see somebody rejoining the world again, which is a beautiful thing. Okay. What else is on the horizon for the collective at this time? What else is on the horizon for the collective to come? What else can the... Ooh, we have the Sun card in the upright. Positivity, freedom, fun, success. On the horizon, some of you can be experiencing vitality, joy, feeling very confident in yourself and your self-expression, standing in your own skin, feeling good about who you are, standing in integrity, and having this enthusiastic look on life and what brings you happiness. This is also a card of luck. Oh, look at that at the bottom of the deck. We have, okay, so on the horizon, I see that somebody's going to be experiencing, I'm going to take that. Somebody's going to be experiencing a very happy home environment on the horizon where they are free to express themselves. This is going to be a place where they are going to be probably rooting themselves. So this is somewhere they feel comfortable, welcomed. There may be a community where you may be moving, or this new environment that may just be changing of its energy due to people leaving or whatnot. But I see that there's a lot of freedom and openness when it comes to family coming together. This can also be you being very confident with channeling your spirit team and working together to help others. That's something I see coming on the horizon for someone in the collective. Okay, what else is on the horizon for the collective at this time or in the future? What else can they expect on the horizon for the collective? What can they expect on the horizon for the collective? Okay, so I'm getting with the Ten of Wands in the upright and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I'm getting that either you or someone else may have been feeling very overburdened, feeling very stressed due to responsibilities, possible weight on your shoulders due to obligations, feeling burnt out, feeling like you're just going up an uphill mountain with a battle coming against you. But I feel like on the horizon you're getting burnt out due to some sort of lack of inspiration, or someone who is too hasty and makes mistakes. I see that you are going to start being more grateful you're gonna start expressing more gratitude, and I feel like someone in the collective is where they have been kind of in a mind frame of, when is it going to be my turn? When is the fruit of my labor going to show any progress, anything coming in? And I see that where there was lack of inspiration, which had you feeling very, very overwhelmed, I feel like you're someone who's going to have this spark of wisdom and ideas that are going to be coming your way, which is going to allow you to lay down whatever it is that has been burdening you for so long. Okay, so I do see that coming in the future, in the horizon for you guys. Okay, so what else for another collective, or few collectives? What can they... Okay, so someone in the collective is going to be experiencing, once they have reached that point of the horizon, where they are going to realize, so they must be in some sort of collaboration or in some sort of contract with some individuals that may have done you dirty or have done you wrong. This is the Three of Pentacles in the upright, and then we have the Eight of Cups. So I see you learning and studying and observing what, excuse me guys, what may have been disappointing you due to this teamwork, collaboration, whether it be you working with a significant other when it comes to some sort of contract that you guys decided upon, or this could be like you and a friend sitting down writing a contract about, hey, I'll do such and such for this, and then y'all sign it. However, or this could be a family thing where a family member is just like, has their foot in your doorstep and you cannot close the door, in a sense, figure of speech. But what I'm saying is that there's some sort of teamwork, some sort of collaboration that has not been in your best interest. And I'm getting, with the Eight of Cups on the horizon, you're going to find yourself moving on and escaping from all the people who have taken advantage of you, who have probably stagnated you from, or prevented you from moving forward with certain endeavors and certain things that you wanted to do in life. And so due to this collaboration, this Three of Pentacles, and you walking away, I feel like you are finally letting go of the past, and you have already self-analyzed what the circumstances were while you were in this dynamic or this collaboration. But the thing is that everybody evolves, and I feel like, once again, talking about being in the Scorpio season, I feel like you have reached some sort of introspection that has led you to self-discovery, and this is allowing you to walk away with any ill will or any ill feelings about it. Okay, and that's what you have coming on the horizon. What else is coming on the horizon for the collective? What is just on the horizon for the collective? What is just on the horizon for the collective? Okay, we have the Emperor in reverse and we have the Magician. So I see there's a collective that we'll be experiencing on the horizon. Now this can, I'm getting this can go both ways, meaning people can, but I'm trying to focus on positivity. Okay, if you're a female, I'm getting that on the horizon, you will come to realize that you may have manifested an emperor that does not abuse their power, someone who's not stubborn and lacks discipline, someone who has control over themselves, a big thing if you're attracting a lover, if someone is absent of their child's life, there's a flag there. But then again, everybody has certain situations that, so I feel like, you have, being the Magician, you have all the willpower it takes. You direct your will, you visualize what it is that you want, you know what you don't want, you know what you have been attracting in the past, and I feel like on the horizon, you're going to experience somebody who's very stable, who kind of stands in an authoritative state, someone who demands structure, someone who's all about logic and discipline and being practical about a situation. This could be an old soul. Okay, what else is on the horizon for the collective? We have the Two of Cups. What else is on the horizon for the collective? Ooh, and we have the Devil. Okay. I feel like on the horizon there's going to be two people, whether it's in a romantic sense or whether it's platonic. I feel like two people are going to find it very hard to let go of one another. And this Devil card is giving me powerlessness. So almost being sucked in by the dynamic of a partnership, of a unity. Now this could be somebody who did you wrong, somebody that's an outsider, that's not connected with this, could be trying to possibly sabotage some sort of union. But I'm really getting that's on the horizon for somebody in the collective. They're gonna find that when it comes to making up their mind, they're gonna have a hard time letting go. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, what's on the horizon for the collective? What else can the collective resonate with what's coming up on the horizon for them? What's coming up on the horizon for the collective? Okay, so we have the Six of Swords in reverse, which represents trouble coming. There's a figure of speech, out of the frying pan into the fire. There's lack of progress. And then with the Death card in the upright, we have a spiritual transformation, new beginning, letting go, endings, unsuspected upheavals, release, cleansing. I feel like with the Death card, you are going to go through some sort of, or you may be going through some sort of spiritual transformation at this time. And over the horizon, I find you finding your place, finding yourself in a place where you're standing right in front of a new opportunity that does not attract trouble, that does not represent trouble. You will be granted an opportunity to change and to purge things that no longer serve you. So where there was lack of progress, I feel like through this rebirth, you are going to be making a lot of progress. This is like a revitalization. This is stripping away the worthless matter. Liberation through purgation. Purgation. That's a weird word. So what I'm seeing is that you are no longer allowing yourself, or you're working on collecting all the tools that you need so that you no longer find yourself stuck or trouble coming for you, because you will be in a safe place. You will be transformed. You will be in a place where you are cleansed, so therefore you will not be attracting or associating with people at that frequency. Okay, what else is on the horizon for the collective? What else is on the horizon for the collective? What else is on the horizon for the collective? What else is on the horizon for the collective? Okay, we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, with the Nine of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Wands, I'm getting that because the Nine of Cups represents fulfillment. And the Queen of Wands to me represents like vibrancy. So if the Nine of Cups is in reverse, there's some sort of void within you that's not fulfilled. And with the Queen of Wands, who has all the confidence in the world, a mature woman, someone who's a helpful friend, who is well liked, very kind and generous. Okay, I'm getting that someone is standing in their power, and they are realizing that with self-confidence that they don't need anything else. So over the horizon, I see that there's a collective that may find that or feel as if their dreams have been shattered, or they've been very unhappy, even miserable, lacking fulfillment. I feel like with the Queen of Wands over the horizon, you're going to find yourself in a very confident place where you're not so much focused on wish fulfillment because that's something that's already going to be coming in for you. Okay? Let's get a couple more. What else for the collective do they need to know about what's on the horizon for them? What is on the horizon for the collective? We have the Ace of Swords, so we have some sort of mental clarity, some sort of truth. What else is on the horizon for the collective? What else is on the horizon? Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the High Priestess at the bottom. So I'm getting that for some of the collective who may have found themselves stuck between two paths or having to make a decision or deciding to stay or go, I'm getting with the Ace of Swords, someone's going to be mentally clear on what path it is that they need to choose, their choice. They need to decide upon. And I see that that's something that they are going to be, someone in the collective is going to be experiencing more mental clarity about what decision about a certain situation or person needs to be made instead of prolonging more time. Or you're going to find mental clarity on what it is that you need to do next. However, upon the horizon with this mental clarity, I feel like this is going to eliminate a lot of anticipation, a lot of you feeling like restless and just detached, possibly even withdrawn as well. And this is something that you're well aware of with the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Okay? What else is on the horizon for the collective that they need to know about? Some rest or fear, anxiety, or just rest and peace, needing to heal, rejuvenate. Okay, what else is on the horizon for the collective? Yes, so we have the King of Wands, which represents leadership. And then we have the Strength in the upright at the bottom. So we have the Four of Swords in the upright, which talks about rest, rejuvenating, meditation, regrouping your thoughts, introspection, planning for the future, you know, allowing yourself to self-heal. And I feel like you, on the horizon, for those who need rest because they have been possibly running close to empty, I feel over the horizon you are going to be in a place of experiencing a time of having substantial amount of energy that you need. I'm getting that this is something that the universe is going to provide for you, which will allow you to take some sort of leadership position in some sort of dynamic community, group, work environment, whatever it may be. But over the horizon, I see that you are going, instead of having a mental overload, you're going to be more decisive. You're going to be more confident confident in your independence. You are going to have this sense of loyalty that people can feel from you. You'll be optimistic. I see on the horizon someone coming out very very taken off guard by unexpected income. I'm getting you're going to be someone who inspires others to be creative in their achievements, or creative and achievement. And I feel like you're going to also begin to initiate many projects, and you have the inner strength here to do it. You do. That's pretty neat. Okay. What else is something that the collective can resonate that is going to be on the horizon for them? What else is on the horizon for the collective? Okay, so what is on the horizon with the Six of Pentacles and the Justice in the reverse, I'm getting that where you have been very generous with your time, with your energy, with your knowledge, with just being you, with helping people on a monetary level, donation, charity, just being generous, gifts. I feel like someone took advantage of this, and over the horizon, I feel like someone who was taken advantage of for everything they personally, their person had, which was their energy, their feelings, their thoughts, everything was just corrupted by others around them. These are people who lack accountability. These are people who were dishonest to you, unfair. They were definitely karmics, whether it was friends, family, co-workers, whoever. I see on the horizon that there's going to be karmic justice. I see that there are going to be consequences and legal disputes in the horizon. And I see that there's going to be some sort of financial settlement coming to reach over the horizon for some collectives, which is wonderful news. Yeah, and you're going to be victorious with these Six of Wands. So that's great. Yeah, you're having success with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, of letting go of people that no longer serves you. Issues and like shedding the old. You're being very successful for shedding the old and letting go of things that no longer serve you. You may have been in a place where you were one who sacrificed themselves unnecessarily for others, kind of like in a gullible sense, but not with the intention to be gullible or to be misused or taken advantage of. I'm just getting that you are someone who is taking charge of yourself and and taking responsibility of your actions and what it is that you need to change. And I even see for some on the horizon receiving recognition. All right, that was quite a few. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? What else do we have? Okay, for some of the collective, what are they going to be talking about once you have made it over the horizon? What is it that people are going to be saying about you once you've transformed, or you have transitioned into a new timeline or energy? What are people going to be saying about your new transformation?